I was never the kind of man who chased the spotlight. I loved the kitchen because it was honest work. Heat, knives, flavors colliding into something beautiful. My family recipes were my pride, passed down from my mother. Every tortilla fold, every spice balance carried her voice. When Gordon Hale walked into the bistro, he looked like opportunity itself. Sharp suit, TV smile, a man who spoke in promises. He told the owner he could make us famous. For a while, I believed him. He praised my dishes, said I was the backbone of the place. Then, slowly, I noticed the interviews. Reporters quoting his inspiration, photographs of my plates, but with his name under them. When I confronted him, he laughed. "Mateo, you're talented, but I'm the face people trust. Stick to the stove. I'll handle the world." Weeks later, I was out. Fired, smeared as difficult. He kept the menu, the recipes, even the name of a dish I'd created to honor my mother. And I, broke, humiliated, disappeared into back kitchens no critic ever entered. But while Gordon basked in cameras, I studied. At night, I pored over business manuals, copyright law, branding. I kept my old notebook safe. Every recipe in my handwriting, every invoice, every photo of dishes I'd plated long before Gordon ever showed up. Years passed. Gordon became a brand. Cookbooks, shows, a flagship restaurant with velvet ropes outside. But arrogance leaves cracks. And I knew where to pry. With my sister Lena's help, I started a small supper club. No PR, just whispers. I cooked the old recipes, telling guests their history, my mother's voice in every bite. One guest was Sophia Winters, a critic I hadn't seen in years. She listened, she tasted, and she asked for proof. I showed her everything, photos, dated menus, invoices signed in my name. She didn't write a takedown piece. She wrote history. She told the story of a chef erased by greed, and she published it the night of the city's grand culinary gala. Her words spread like fire, side-by-side photos of my notebook against Gordon's glossy cookbook pages. The same dishes stripped of my name. Sponsors pulled out, networks stalled his shows, and worst of all for him, young chefs he'd stolen from began to speak up too. My case had cracked open the dam. I wasn't tea at the gala when Gordon S. face hit the big screen with the headline, "The Stolen Recipes of Gordon Hale." But friends told me the silence in the room was louder than any applause. A week later, I reopened my bistro. Not with marble floors or velvet ropes, just wood tables, warm lights, and food that carried my mother's name again. People lined up, not because of fame, but because of truth. I never saw Gordon again. His empire crumbled quietly, a man who had built castles on sand. And me? I learned something. Revenge doesn't always need flames. Sometimes it's just patience, receipts, and the courage to tell your story. They stole my plates, my name, my applause, but in the end, I took my life back.